Hello, welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. In today's video, we are working on day number 21. So, things are happening in Crafty Hall. Okay, so we left off earlier with Jeffrey having put Rose down and Alice down, making them rest. And then we had the broken dishes. So Jeffrey realized that these girls were not totally crazy after all. So then they sit down and they talk about it. And he remembered when he was working in the study that night, going over the employee files, he'd seen a newspaper that had the committee of the psychical investigators. Say that word 3 times real fast. So they were going back in the study and they were looking for this newspaper article. So Rose found the article again and she read it aloud, and they decided it was best to write to that investigator so they could see if he might be able to come and help them. So what we have here is, okay, so today's thing was another file folder. So I cut it and I'm using it as my tag base here, okay? So it was, I love this background. It's awesome. This is our tag that has the newspaper. And this says they learned about the committee of the investigators and its most famous researcher, Ernest J. Brundle. I think I called him Mr. Bundle the other day, but anyway. So what I have done here so far is I had gathered some bits the other day. Remember I said I had gone through the pieces and I was like, what could I use? You know, what can I not use? So here we go. And I am going to apologize to you. And, well, it's going to be a post apology, but for me, it's apologizing in advance. My plans for tomorrow, day 20, have changed. And so I'm not going to be able to get any of the digitals that I wanted to get uploaded. So I will try to get some stuff gathered. If there's something specific that you would like to see, or, you know, you would like to see if I have in my stash so that I can scan and put in that kit, please let me know. You can either leave it in the comments here in the video, or you can always email me at my order from Jody. It's JODI at yahoo.com. And then that could give you some options as well. So we have the letter that's been addressed to Mr. Brundle. And we have a letter here that Mr. Brundle has written back to Mrs. Binder, whatever. I have a pen that I have fussy cut and backed with cardstock, and I just took my gold jelly, rolled it out a little bit to that. So I'm going to be using that somehow. I have to do some inking on the back of these pages, and so I'm going to do that and think about how I want to do the tag, because I have this. So I was thinking what I want to do. I love this background, and then I think I am going to put that kind of like I've been doing almost on the wall. I know we've used this piece before, but I really like it a lot, but I need a tuck on here. So I'm wondering if I actually do this sideways, maybe back that, and then our letter bundles that are our correspondence with the binders and Mr. Brundle could maybe go in there. I haven't worked that out yet. I have this desk here because I thought it was kind of indicative of her sitting down to write the letter, and I thought maybe I could use that as a tuck. So I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with it. But for now, I'm just getting bits cut and inked and figuring out what I'm doing with them. By the way, did I say hello? I don't know, because it's my 3rd video today. Thank you for joining me. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for your continued support. I really appreciate it. And again, so much wonderful feedback and input and comments and everything on this series. It's just been a lot of fun, so I'm really excited. I cannot believe we are now 2/3 of the way through this project. Like when I first started, I thought, oh my gosh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all. And I mean, I do have countless hours in this project, countless. And but I'm just having a lot of fun with it. and really enjoying it. And so I'm glad that you guys have all been along for the ride and have been enjoying it as well, it seems like. And so thank you so much for that. And then what was the other thing I was gonna say? Oh, Mark keeps asking me if I'm going to put this project up for sale, and I just don't know if I'm going to or not. But I'll put it out here like this. If any of you might be interested in the project, just please let me know, and then that would perhaps help me make a decision regarding that. Oh, I like that. It actually gave me a really nice worn look. So yeah, if somebody might be interested in it, just let me know, and then go from there. I have not worked on the box anymore today because I've been trying to continue to work on it. I was going to clean up a little bit. Like, he came in here teasing me. He says, you have such a mess on your desk. How can you possibly be working? And I'm like, well, it's crazy because I really was trying to keep stuff cleaned up, but I haven't been able to because I just keep going and working on it. So it's not my fault. It's not my fault. I'm not accepting responsibility. Okay. So there's that. So this one, I think I'm going to just go ahead and run a little bead of glue. Does that go? I think I'll just run the bead of glue on the flap itself. That's coming out quite fast, actually. And we'll glue the envelope shut and then go from there. Okay, yeah, I like it. And then we will go ahead and put this on here. And there's a stamp here in number 2. I thought I had another stamp cut out, and I probably do, but it's probably in this pile somewhere. And I can't remember, can't remember if I used the red 4 or the green 2, but I don't want to dig through all those tags and find it just right yet, I think. But I do want to get this glued down. So anyway, yeah, so I hope everybody's doing well. We have appointments tomorrow, which will be yesterday by the time you guys watch this. So we have to go like halfway between our house and Erie to go see the dermatologist. It's time for that again. And then I really need to see the chiropractor. My back is really bothering me from my inability to stand and walk straight and all that good fun stuff with this foot. And then Mark's dad called, or his stepmom called, and we have to take them to Erie in the afternoon for an appointment. So my days have just gotten filled up. So that's why I'm not going to have time to just sit and create. I'm just going to go with the 2-cent stamp on here because I'm not sure if I used the other one or not, or which one I used, but again, I'm not going to dig for that right now. But anyway, so my lighting is going to be totally different than what it normally looks like in my videos because it's like 3:30 in the afternoon that I'm filming, and I don't typically film this late in the day. Or, yeah, I'm usually off doing other things by now. Okay, so we have our little stamp there. Okay, and then I want I have to find it, my little, the stamp right there. That's the stamp that I'm wanting. I'm certain I've got stamps in here cut out somewhere. Look at all this ephemera that I've been cutting and I haven't used it yet. It's so much, but it's okay. I think we'll have fun bits in the end to work with too. Like to go back and add to the days that I'm like, oh, we need to add to that day or whatever. So it'll be good. It will be good. And because I don't want it super dark on my canceled stamp here, I'm going to stamp off and then come back over it and just kind of go like that. There we go. Canceled. Okay, and then sometimes you get little dots down through here, but I don't have the postal stamp thingy to put that there, and that's okay. That's fine. I don't need it. And then I wanted to do what? I think on the back of this, I do want to have a wax seal that we can use to pop that into maybe. I don't know. I'm not that far yet. But anyway, okay, I've been yabbering. I'll come back in a little bit. So I have my background glued down. I've got this tag on here. It's going to be a tuck. And then this one, I want it to be a tuck as well with our phrase for the day. So I need to just trim this around the edges. And I think that this video is not going to be super long. There wasn't a whole lot in today other than just explaining that they finally wrote to the investigator. So then I'm sure that gives you the lead in, to tomorrow and what tomorrow is going to be. So that'll be good. So that will be what day? The 22nd. And I have backed both of these on cardstock, so that way they could be a little bit more, yep, what's the word? Sturdy for tucks. And it does not ever serve me well to do 3 videos in one day. But that's okay. Got to get some stuffs done. So we've got our letters to Mr. Brundle here, and I'm going to have to loosen that pocket. I was afraid of this. These envelopes are 3 inches, and so I was trying to just barely glue that and have it just closer to the edge over there to have, but I'm tearing my paper. I don't want to tear my paper. Anyway, to have it closer to the edge so that it wouldn't be so big and, or so, yep, that's the word, Jody. Come on, get it out. All right, and then this one, I'm going to let it be over here toward the very edge. I'm hoping this works like I'm wanting it to. If not, I'm going to have to re-evaluate what I'm doing. All right. So we have this piece that didn't fit in the desk drawer piece that's already backed and it's like a piece of paper. So maybe that's the stack of papers where Rose was like, oh yeah, and then they find the newspaper in that stack. I have to let this dry. And then these are our, oh, well that's not gonna work, is it? Because we still have to be able to tuck our letters, so I just won't glue that the whole way, so I'll let this dry. But anyway, we have our envelopes in here with our letters, and we have our stack of papers that were on Jeffrey's desk where they found the newspaper article, which is this, okay? Then, so yeah, that will be today. Oh, wait, my pen. I wanted my pen on there. Yeah, I definitely want my pen on there. So I'm just going to glue the pen just across this corner right here and hope that's enough glue to hold that down because I really want to use the pen. Okay, so I'll clip that. And I'm going to let this dry. And then we will be ready for the next day tomorrow. So yeah, that's exciting. We're moving along and we are going to be finding out what's going on. So see, like the Benders don't know yet what's happening in the house. I do, but they don't know. So I know where this is going. Oh, and then on that one, I had addressed that to her. We had a label that was to mail to him, but we didn't have a label for his response to her. So I just hand wrote it on the envelope. And so that's how I did that. Okay, so that's gonna dry. This has to dry. I was going to splatter some ink, you know, but maybe some gold or black ink on this. And then I thought, I don't want the mess. I already have enough mess right now. But that might be one of those touches that I add later on. And we have our bit of the story too now that has to go in this pocket. So, okay. Well, not a very long video, but it's a lead-in to the next video. And that's going to be good. So, yeah, thank you so much for joining me. And please do continue to leave wonderful, kind comments. And oh my gosh, when I did that paper clip, I'm not going to tell you what I did. I did something dumb, so the paper clip wasn't going to work anyway. Okay, anyway, I just lost my train of thought because I got sidetracked by glue. Okay, to lead in for tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll have some fun bits to work with. So I will be prepped and ready to go, and we'll just have a lot of fun with the next video and what we're going to build. Oh, I like that on there. I think that's a fun little piece to be on there. And then that will just slide in there, and these will slide in here. And I do think I have to figure out a way to, I don't know if I like that. Those are awfully big to be in there. I may have to rethink these. I don't really want to rethink those though. Okay, well, it is what it is, because if I tear that off there, it's going to damage it. And if I tear that off there, it's going to damage it. The only thing I think I might be able to do, I can't because I've glued those two. I knew that was going to be an issue because these are 3-inch envelopes. And my background pieces are 3 inches, so I knew I didn't have the full 3 inches. It's okay. We're just going to make it work. It'll be fine. Okay, so then this leaves room for the next day. All right, well, you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.